Welcome to the Socialette podcast, where we empower you with the marketing know-how you need to create the business of your dreams. I'm your host, Steph Taylor, and I'm a marketing nerd, Shiraz lover, and passport stamp collector. Join me as I dive into all things small business marketing and deliver them to you in bite-sized, fluff-free lessons every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's get learning. Hey, welcome back to the Socialette podcast. This is episode 77. Last episode, we looked at 2 psychological tactics that can compel people to buy, and those were scarcity and urgency. If you missed that episode, I highly recommend going back and giving it a listen because it can change the way you market your business completely. This episode, I'm looking at another concept called social proof. I'm looking at exactly what social proof is and how you can incorporate it into your business, whether you run a product or a service-based business. Just quickly, I wanted to let you know about my free bonus podcast episode that you can get if you head over to stephtaylor.co/elite. It's a deep dive into getting to know your ideal customer or client even better, and it's a sneak peek of what's to come when I launch Socialette Elite next month. Remember, stephtaylor.co/elite, ELITE. Okay, on to the show. What is social proof? The social proof theory is a big old psychological theory that basically says when you don't know what to do, you'll look at the behaviors of other people to guide your actions. Okay, so what the heck does that actually mean, and what does it have to do with marketing? Think about if you had to choose between 2 Italian restaurants. They have almost identical menus, both of them have really nice pizzas, but one of them is full and the other is empty. Which one would you choose? Most of us would pick the full one because we'd assume that it's the better one. Social proof is super important, especially in the online space and if you run a service-based business, because people can't touch and feel your product before they're buying it, and they usually can't try your service before they buy it either. So people will look at things like reviews to get a feel for exactly what they can expect. And if you don't have reviews on your website, but a competitor does, then people are far more likely to buy from your competitor than they are to buy from you, assuming that their reviews are good, that is. Okay, so how can you start to incorporate social proof in your business? Testimonials and reviews are the natural place to start. I don't know why, but so many people are afraid to ask their customers or clients for a review. Maybe it's because we're scared that it'll be bad or that it'll hit a pain point. It really doesn't have to be hard. Simply just reach out and ask them for feedback. And ask them what you could improve on as well. Even though you might not display the negative bits or the suggested improvements on your website, it means you can actually implement these things and make your product or service even better. Facebook reviews are another way you can do this, rather than displaying the reviews on your website. Another form of social proof is user-generated content. User-generated content is essentially a fancy name for people posting about your product or service on social media. If you can get photos of people using the product or screenshots of them posting on their social media account with positive feedback, then you've struck social proof gold, seriously. Case studies and before and afters. These are also a really powerful form of social proof. If your client or customer has got some amazing results, you should share a case study talking about these results. Or if you sell something that promises a visible result, like a teeth whitening product or a weight loss product, for example, you can share before and after photos proving that there is a result. Even better, get your customers to share the before and after photos. If you're just starting out and you don't have any case studies that you could use, offer your product or service half price to someone on the condition that they help you with a case study afterwards and that they give you a testimonial. Influencer marketing is the last really good form of social proof. And if an influencer is using your product, then this is excellent social proof, provided the influencer is actually influential and people value their opinion. Okay, so these are 4 different ways to leverage social proof for marketing your product or service. Now I want you to think about how you could leverage social proof in your own business, knowing what your product or service is and knowing the kind of results that you can get for people. Don't forget to head to stephtaylor.co/elite to download your free bonus podcast episode with 5 tactics for diving deep into your ideal customer or client. And you'll get on the waitlist for Socialette Elite as well, so that you can be one of the first people to lock in the founding member price for life. That's it for this episode. Make sure you hit subscribe so that you don't miss any new episodes released every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you're enjoying this podcast so far, I'd love it if you could please leave a rating and a review in iTunes or Apple Podcasts. Thanks so much. Catch you next time.